You've been wrecking your brain trying to figure out this particular person. This person could be a platonic or romantic or just family, whoever you are, you have love for this individual. Let's just put it like that. If I don't care what position they hold in your life, you have love for this person and you felt like or you feel like you all are connected. You really care about this person. Like something about you all, that's your yin to y'all know yin and yang, that's your yang, you yin. So y'all, that's your yang right there. Y'all connected or either y'all were, locked in. You really care about this person. This could be a cousin. I don't know, whoever this person is in your life. You've been trying to understand him or her. You've been trying to understand their motives. You've been trying to understand the way they operate. You've been trying to understand why they did what they did or possibly said what they said. You've been trying to figure out you all's connection. Somebody has been scratching their head trying to figure out a connection. And I don't know if it's a person that's connected to you or you could, like, I don't know if this is this person that's trying to figure out who you are, or if you're trying to figure out something about this individual. But some kind of way, I feel like you all are divinely connected. Let's talk about it, Spirit. It could be your family. It don't matter, y'all. Whoever this person is, you're divinely connected. But either you or that individual is trying to figure out why. Or why is it such a pull? Or why do you care so much? Or they want to know, why do they care so much about you? Whatever's happening between that connection, it's very strong. And somebody keep trying to break away. Somebody keep trying, you possibly don't want to care that much. You don't want to be that invested. You don't want to be checking for them. You don't want to be thinking about them. You want to get out of that kind of energy, but you can't. Whoever this is for, you can't get out of it because it feels like it's a divine connection. And so you're trying to get some understanding about this connection. And I don't know if I don't really, y'all, I have to be honest. I don't know what's causing the confusion. If it's just because this person you don't understand them in regards to their character, to their demeanor. You don't understand like something, or is it vice versa? If they just, and possibly you could feel this, whoever you are, if it's that individual that's feeling like that towards you, you can possibly feel that. You can feel that they're questioning you. You can feel that they want to ask you something. You can feel that they're confused about the connection. You know that. But for whatever reason, it seems like God, the divine, is keeping this connection afloat some kind of way, even though it may feel like, and y'all, I'm not talking about no toxic kind of stuff. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. I'm talking about, it just feels like this connection, it has its moments, but something about it is like, I don't know, it's something that's keeping it connected. There's moments but it seems like it just hasn't been enough for the connection itself to just be completely done. It's something going on with that. It's literally something going on with that. Whoever you are, it may be some negative kind of energy floating around this connection, floating around your home, floating around in the idea. You may be the one, let's talk about it, y'all, because we can't always put it on everybody. And I say that with love. You may be the one having the negative thoughts concerning this connection. When you know somebody, you know what you feel what you feel, it is what it is. And yet these negative thoughts keep coming up, overtaking what you know to be true. And y'all, all it takes sometimes is when connections are like that, you know it's divine. You know something about, again, it could be just a partnership. You're supposed to be doing business together, a friendship. It could be your parents. I don't care who it is. When it's like that and you're connected to an individual, sometimes people on the outside, I think that's where I was going with it, because I feel like it's going so fast, y'all. Sometimes people on the outside, they throw that negative stuff towards you all the time. And so if the relationship is already questionable, If the connection is already rocky, it's not going to take much for a person on the outside to come in and throw a little shade, throw a little salt, come in and, throw the rocks and everything else. And all it takes is for somebody to come along, huff and puff, and blow down your foundation. I feel like I'm about to get in somebody's business. Somebody could possibly came along, huffed and puffed just a little bit, and blew down what was divinely connected, what was supposed to be. This is a time now, whoever you are, if it's you or the person that's connected to you, somebody needs to go through a cleanse. Somebody needs to start cleansing their minds, cleansing their hearts, cleansing their thoughts, like actually being intentional about that. If it's you, let's talk about it. If it's you, and I say it in love, you have to be intentional about your thoughts. If you know something feels right and you've been looking at a person, you've been studying them day and night, they have not given you a reason for you to have your guard up like that, or they hadn't mistreated you or anything like that, then the negative thoughts, you have to know it's not your own. It's those on the outside who's projecting, or that entity around that wants to keep the connection down. All of that stuff you have to start thinking about before you just, cut up and act up, thinking that something is happening or someone did something to you or something is going on in a connection. I don't know what this is about. Somebody could possibly be going through something in your current relationship or a relationship that you were in. And what you didn't know, or what you possibly hadn't really, sat on and thought about, is that this connection, it's something there. And for whatever reason, y'all just, y'all intertwine in some kind of way. But something just feels negative about it. Something feels negative about it. It's because y'all, again, I have to just speak to y'all because y'all my people. We talking right now. I don't know about the other people just yet. It's us. We talking. Sometimes we create that. If we're not careful, we will create that narrative. Let's talk about it. When things are right and it's going too good, it's like you have to make it unconsciously. I feel like one of you, and I got to keep it real. I love y'all so much. I do. But I feel like it may be one of you who's listening, and it's okay, y'all. We're gonna get into this thing. Like, I feel like we're gonna be more intimate now. It's okay for you to be in a space at a certain time, but you can't stay there. So if you feel like things are too good to be true at some point, like y'all go out to the movies, y'all go back and have dinner, y'all have a good time at this place, that place, all of this, and you do it for a week straight, everything is good, and all of a sudden you get an attitude. You can't really figure out where the attitude is coming from. Whatever's happening with that, you have to be very, very, very careful that you clock that before you let it get legs. I don't know. The divine spirit keep giving me that. Like, if you let it get up and walk, it will. If you let that negative energy float around your household all the time instead of shutting it down, like, that's not what we're doing. You don't have to be rude and mean about it. But when you clock it, shut it down right there. Even if it's from the other person. Like, okay, we can have a conversation. But if you are worked up and mad, let's have this conversation later. I want to talk to you when you're level-headed. I don't have time to be up here arguing with you. That negativity right there, whoever you are, you can control the room. We about to get into this. You can control the room. You possibly don't even feel like you can, but you can. You can control the environment by the way you react, by the way you speak, by the way you show up to a connection. If you don't give it no energy, it has no legs. It cannot get up and move. If somebody is always, going off in front of you and they got this and this, and you decide, you know what, I'm not going to say anything. Let that individual process what they're doing, what they're saying, because after a while, they're going to feel like a fool because they keep hollering and doing the absolute most, and you're not even reacting to it. So the next time they'll come and act like somebody because they'll see you're not reacting the way they want you to. That's somebody's truth. You're not reacting the way that they want you to. But if every time they flip off, you flip off, then there it is. You have to know, my love, you can take control of that situation, of that environment, of that argument, of that back and forth, in and out, hot and cold, break up to make up stuff. You can take control of that. You really can. Somebody, you trying to understand this person. And again, I'm not telling nobody, listen, you know your connections. If it's toxic, it's toxic. If you sick and tired of breaking up to make up, it's giving you headaches and gray hair and everything else, that's not the one or the two for you. Whoever this is for, this thing should not be having you going through that. It really shouldn't. I feel like it's just heavy on somebody's trying to make sense of something. You're trying to make sense of a connection and things. Again, y'all know people's connections aren't perfect. It's just life. You have to learn somebody and unlearn your ways and learn their ways and all of that stuff. So it's not going to be perfect. This is heavy on somebody really trying to dissect a person, a situation, and figure out where they fit in the puzzle for whatever reason. They want to know where they fit in your life. How is this thing going to match? If it's a match, how long? Like, you can even be with this person, but something about you, they just feel like, is it just a fluke? Is it just for a little while? Is it really a thing? Like, somebody is really trying to understand this. And the more they try to understand it, it gets more confusing, because this person, whether it's you or them, y'all are drawn to each other. Somebody's business. Somebody's business. Listen, my love, you've been very determined. I told you this thing is a divine connection. So you've been very determined about this. You could possibly, somebody maybe, I got another video I'm about to put out, and somebody's been, I think I mentioned Googling something, and I feel like this is coming up again. This person could be Googling you. This could be somebody you've been knowing. This could be somebody you just met. They've been Googling you. They want to know more about you. Somebody is so intrigued about you. And it could be you. I cannot take you all off the table. As much as I love y'all, I cannot take y'all off the table. It could be you very intrigued about another individual. Listen, if nothing has happened, nobody has done anything to make you feel like you should be clocking them and in their phones and watching them and all of that stuff. If they hadn't done anything for you to do that, then there's no need. Because what's happening, you're going to keep digging and looking until you find something to validate your negativity, or vice versa. Find something to just make it look like this. I knew it. I feel like somebody, I don't know what that's about. It could be the opposite person that's feeling like, let me look, let me check, let me find this, let me see what's wrong with this person, that person. And the moment they do, they like, I knew it, just to validate their negative thoughts regarding the situation, because it's in their mind too good to be true. Somebody is literally trying to figure out a connection, a person, whether it's you trying to figure out that person or vice versa. But somebody, you need to know this thing is beyond you. It's beyond them. It's something that possibly you just need to experience with this person. You need to experience with this connection. It's a divine thing. Somebody needs to know this. It's a divine thing. And time has been passing. Whatever this is, time has literally been passing. And somebody is still clocking it. Somebody's still watching you. Somebody is still trying to figure out, I don't know if somebody's still, trying to see if they should marry you. Or you vice versa. You should marry them. Like, something is being done right now to where it feels like, I don't know why I'm getting like the time is ticking. And I don't know if the time is ticking because if that's your thing, you like, we've been together this long and we're not married, this and this and this, you may feel like the time is going by. Are we ever going to get married? What are you doing in my life? Are we this or we not this? Are we rocking or we not rocking? We gonna do the business or not? We gonna move in together or not? Something's going on with that. And so time is ticking. Listen, every part is not for everybody. You have to take what's yours and what's not. Time is ticking with a particular thing. So if you know you want to be married and this person hadn't really given you that, then that may be one of your deal breakers. I told you everything is not for everybody. So, if that's not for you, that's not for you. The relationship may not be toxic. Nobody probably cheated on you and all of that stuff, but you want to get married and this person hadn't given you that. So if that's your thing, then you have to figure out, is this is what I want or I don't want? And that could be your thing. If it's you, that may be what you're struggling with. And that right there, I don't know what that's about. That could be a divine connection. That could just be something that you're supposed to learn. I don't know what that's about, but that's somebody's truth. If you feel like you don't want to wait anymore, you getting older and this person really not offering you anything, then it's time to make a decision about that. I can only be the messenger, the voice, but I can't tell anybody what to do, and I would never tell anybody to cut their person off because I don't like to go that deep when it comes to stuff like this. I can only tell you what the emotions are given. And somebody right now, you've been really trying to break this thing down and make it make sense. But the divine is different. I feel like scenarios and situations going on here. That's why you have to take what's yours. There's a divine connection, and somebody is trying to strip that down to see if something wrong with the person, what's going on. Y'all may have y'all little things here and there, but still it's a divine connection. It's something that's kind of solid. So you trying to figure out, should you go further with it? Should you invest into it? What's wrong with this person? Anything wrong with them before you do? That's one analogy. Then this last thing, I don't know who that's for, but you've already been in it. Y'all in it. You maybe want to get married, and I really feel like I don't know if that's a divine connection. I just have to say it. I'm trying to run away from it, but I don't know if that's really a divine connection. And maybe somebody's been questioning that. Like, is this really who I'm supposed to be with? This person hadn't really, they don't really show me interest, or they don't really give me what I want. Even though I've been around, we've been together, I still don't feel complete. This may be your confirmation, my love. Again, I don't tell anybody what to do, but this may be your confirmation. Like, okay, they really hadn't really shown me this. I want to have this. I want this on my bucket list. I want this off this person. I want this. Like, this is you checking off what you need and want. And this person they don't do it. I don't know what that's about. They don't, the boxes that you need to be checked off, the important ones, they don't check it. They're not that. But whoever you are, you feel like you have history, or you've been together with this person and they hadn't offered you anything yet. This is somebody else's business. I feel like it was two different things going on here. If you feel like that, then this is time for you to make a decision. It's time for you to choose, even if it's just you choosing yourself. And that's what it is. If you know you want a particular thing and you know this person does not give you what you're looking for, you feel lonely even though you got somebody, that's a problem, my love. You still feel lonely. You sleeping with the person. You're giving them your time, your energy, your attention. And when you walk out the door, it's like it never happened. Something about that feels very lonely for somebody. You don't feel like you're connected with this person. You're with them. I'm telling you, this is a whole nother story now. You're with them, but you don't feel the connection like you want to. It's time to really look at that too. That's where the cleansing come in with that particular thing. It's time to cleanse that and see it because listen, oh my gosh, I feel like the divine God is going to do a cleansing on that anyway. It's going to be a cleansing that happens in that particular connection. That scenario, there's going to be a cleansing. And when the divine God come through there and clean it up, what's left is going to be what's supposed to be left. If they fall off and they don't make it through this cleansing, let them go. Especially because they're not already checking off the boxes that you need for them to check off. So when the things start shaking up and life start lifing and people start growing up, which is you, because I'm telling you, somebody about to make a decision. I feel like somebody about to grow up when it comes to a particular thing and what they want. So when that happens, this individual either going to get right or get left, because the divine God is going to cleanse something about that to show you. Oh my gosh. I feel like to show somebody that this really is not the person. This is not the one for you. You keep holding on to something that's meant for you to release. I got to say it in love. Somebody's been holding on to a particular person, been holding on to a relationship, been holding on to the idea of that thing, and it's not really for you. They're not really for you. It was only meant for you to experience that person so you can know better and you can do better and you can love yourself more. All of that was supposed to be just an experience, and somebody now is making a home in that thing. God is going to come by and blow that thing down. I feel like, y'all, I'm not trying to be negative about that, but something about that needs to be shattered, because oh my gosh, if God don't do it, the divine don't do it, you will probably never do it. And somebody needs to be free. I feel like, honestly, that particular situation, somebody needs to be free from that. So God, the divine, is going to come in and wipe that thing out. And y'all, I'm not speaking over anybody's life. I can only, again, be the messenger. But if you go through something like that, just remember what was spoken to you today. Don't you trip about it. You may be a little hurt, go through the emotions, heal, do all of that. But just know it's a divine order. It's a divine order. This thing has to be removed out of your life because something else is supposed to come in. Another connection, another person, another friend, something else is supposed to come in and fill that void. And that person is going to give you exactly what you want and what you need. And again, everything is not perfect, but your boxes, most of them will be checked off instead of you looking like, well, they do this and they do that. And we've been together for so long. No, you're not going to have to settle like that, whoever I'm speaking to. You're not. Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's two different storylines I feel like going on here. So if it resonates, take it. If it don't, leave it, y'all. Everything is not for everybody. But the bottom line is somebody right now is trying to figure either their situation out with a person that hadn't really committed to them all the way yet, or this could be a divine connection and things are supposed to be rocking, things supposed to be good, but somebody in the connection keeps stripping it down with their negative thoughts and they want to see who you are, who you're not, could possibly be testing your gangster. They keep creating all these scenarios and things to cause beef and all of that when it really don't have to be that. This person could possibly be doing that to see how you act. If you're going to cut up, they want to know what's your character like instead of just keeping it real. Ooh, it's something about that. Something about that. That's going to come to an end too, though. Because whoever you are, if it's you being treated like that, or you feel like I keep showing up, this thing is, I'm thinking that it's this, I feel like it's this, and I want to get away from this, but it just feels this way and that way. Something about that is going to be cleansed too. It is. Something about that is going to be cleansed. Somebody going to have to get themselves together when it comes to that. They are not going to be able to keep testing you as if they're God, trying to see, what you react to. If you say you kind, how long you going to be kind and all of this stuff. No. No, 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 no. We're not going to do that either. There's something going on within somebody's connection where people are trying to understand one another, understand the connection, understand where they fit in that particular person's life or you fit in their life. Something's going on with that. And it's going to make sense after a while. All of that's being said, you need to know. After a while, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm burping and everything. After a while, this thing is going to make sense. Everything is going to pan out because I'm telling you, there's going to be a cleansing on both of those scenarios. There's going to be a cleansing that's going to happen. And whatever is still standing, that's what's going to be there. That's who's going to be there. Everything and everybody else, they won't make it. It's not going to stand that shaking. Like when the divine come through, the people that's already gossiping, the people that's already not rocking with you, want to play around with your emotions and feelings and all of that, them people are going to fall off. They are not going to make it. So I'm telling you right now, let you make decisions for yourself as well. But if you don't, I'm telling you, something's going to happen where this thing is going to start unraveling. And just know that it's okay. I think that's where spirit is wanting somebody to know this thing is going to be okay because you possibly have invested years or you feel like this is really this and that. Whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen. What's for you, it's for you. Be okay. Let's get into things of like just flowing, y'all. Especially when you've done what you're supposed to do. You've shown up how you're supposed to show up. You did what you can do and there's nothing else to do. Whatever happens now, it just is what it is. It's out of your control. So you have to know that God, the divine, is in control now. I can't help that he act like that. She act like that. This happened, that happened. I can only do what I'm supposed to do. And when you live like that, you can be good with the outcome. Let's talk about it. You could be good with the results in situations and connections, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine, my love. Again, do not let people mistreat you out here, testing you, want to do all this stuff and all of that. But there's going to be a cleansing coming through there. It really is. all I can say is just let it unravel. Let people show you who they are. Let the situation be what it is. Make decisions for yourself, what's best for you, and everything else, my love, let it go, let it flow. Period. Listen, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, Super Thanks, thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all, each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all. 25 minutes in. Guess what, my love? We go together now. Real bad. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.